Hey there guys, my name is EarthToLydia and welcome back to another Should You Buy video. Today we are going to be going over the long-awaited Jane Romero. Quite a few of you have requested this and I am glad to finally be covering her. Before we get into it, if you don't know, my full-time job is streaming Dead by Daylight content over on Twitch, and I'm aiming to hit 10,000 followers over there by the end of the year. So if you want to come over and interact with me and ask me questions directly, that is the place to do so, over at twitch.tv/EarthToLydia. Now back to the main video. If you guys haven't seen these videos before and are unaware of the format that I go by, I like to give an all-round opinion on every aspect of the character. So first of all, what I'm going to be going over is the character model, followed by her teachable perks, and then what playstyle would benefit from every aspect of her character. First of all, let's start with that character model. Jane is a female survivor, meaning she is a little bit shorter. However, her character model overall is slightly larger, making it a little bit more difficult for her to hide behind objects. Her default cosmetics, however, are quite muted. They consist of a lot of grey tones, so if you're trying to blend in amongst a large portion of the environment, then it should be easy enough for you to do so. You will not be spotted from the opposite side of the map. Her voice, however, is quite shrill, meaning if you're playing Jane and you are injured, it will be easier for you to be found more so than some other survivors. So you probably want to be running her with Iron Will wherever possible, or be confident that you can take a chase. She is a character that has received quite a bit of love in the cosmetics department, so there is a wide variety of cosmetics and different skins that you can get for her in the store. There's a good mix of muted tones as well as brightly coloured cosmetics. Now let's move on to her teachable perks. At level 30 in Jane's Blood Web, we unlock Solidarity. When injured and healing another survivor without the use of a medkit, you will also be healed with a conversion rate of up to 50%, meaning that if you heal a full health state of another survivor, it will fill up 50% of yours. This does just say when injured, so you don't have to be completely injured with no progress towards your healing at all, but you probably want to be the one that is healing the other survivor first if you are running this perk. It will save you 8 seconds, and if there are multiple survivors, then you can actually probably cut out a full health state if you heal 2 other people completely. At level 35, you unlock Poised. After a generator is completed, you stop leaving scratch marks for up to 10 seconds. If you're in chase with the killer and a gen pops and you have a lot of line of sight breaks, you can use this to your advantage and just sprint away from the situation. Particularly if you're using Jane's final perk, you could easily end a chase here. However, I do find that this perk is quite situational and you do have to try and be mindful of where you are and aren't leaving your own scratch marks. And at level 40, we unlock Head On. Head On is an exhaustion perk. If you hop into a locker and wait for 3 seconds, that will fully activate your perk. The next time the killer passes by your locker, you can perform a rushed exit to stun them if they are within a certain range. You do want to make sure that the killer is right outside of your locker, otherwise they will not get affected by the stun unless they walk into the stun range before it ends. This is best used with other perks, and you cannot use this perk at all if you gain a crow on your locker, so don't stay in a locker for too long as you will not be able to use it. Now, what playstyle is the best for people that want to get Jane? If you want to actually run Jane herself, you should probably have a little bit more experience in the game, and I think this is pretty well rounded for the rest of her perks as well. I'd say out of all of her perks, they all need to be paired with something else that is either in the general perk pool or from another survivor. So as a starter Pokemon, she is probably not the best. Solidarity you can use with perks like Resurgence, where you already have half of your health state once you come off the hook, and if you heal the person that unhooks you, then that will immediately finish off your health state. For Poised, you might want to run this with Fixated so you can see exactly where your scratch marks are or aren't, or you can pair it with Head On. Head On, of course, should be run with Quick and Quiet wherever possible. Now, it wouldn't be often that you hear me saying that they should be paired together, but you almost won't ever see Head On without Quick and Quiet. So as far as Jane goes, I really do think that you should get a few more hours under your belt before you decide. Anyway, that will be all from me for this one video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe. I'm trying to cover every single character in the game. and I will be leaving a link to the playlist where you can find all of my other should you buys in the description box below. I'm also going to be linking all of my other social media, so if you want to catch up with me elsewhere, or if you want to discuss this kind of thing or get some advice, the best place to do so is actually in my Discord server. As always, I want to say a huge thank you to my patrons that help make this kind of content possible, and thank you all for making it this far into the video. And until next time, take care guys.